Hi, welcome back to the Running from Eden podcast. This is episode 4. I'm Kaelan.
And I'm Matthew. Changing it up today.
Huh?
I'm not Matt anymore, I'm Matthew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Forever?
Huge change up.
It could be worse.
I know, right?
You could be like Nathaniel.
Nathaniel?
Nathaniel.
Well, that's my name for the next episode.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then my name's Colleen.
Yeah.
Colleen.
Colleen?
My name Colleen.
Okay. So what are we talking about today?
We're going to be talking about what we've done the past week, shows we're excited for, movies we're excited for, what we've been watching, end of the fucking world, and so on and so forth.
Great.
Yes. So starting with, what have you been up to the past week?
Working.
Like, just explain for people who don't know.
I would just work on sets.
Yeah.
I just work on other people's sets for a while, and I do my work in school, and it's pretty uneventful, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've been doing the school.
You've been doing the school? How's that going? Bailey, just have a picture of Kaelan doing the school. All right, cool. Go ahead. Tell us how you're doing the school.
Well, I do my work. I'm almost done with my final project. All I have to do is get footage of my dad roaming around Disney, and that's literally it. Okay. School's been easy. I have 3 musical projects now, like going, which is weird. I just started another one 2 days ago, and it's like heavier than the already heavy stuff I did. So that's fun. I've been writing for my band's EP, Dying Old. We have a single that's being mixed right now that should be out soon.
Officially being mixed.
Yeah. Production's over. Now it's just...
How did you guys record your production?
The guitars are done through a program called Bias Effects, and it's an amp simulator, but it's really, really good. And then that goes straight into Logic. Same with bass. And then vocals just done through Logic, and then we recorded drums in our friend Garrett's house.
Cool.
We have drum mics and everything like that. So that was fun. And the single's called Irma.
Yeah, I know. You said that last episode.
Yep, the hurricane. And that'll be coming out soon. And other than that, this weekend I'm going to Disney, like I mentioned a few seconds ago.
Yeah.
Which is not normal for me, even though we live in Florida. Yeah. It's my mom's birthday. And she wants to go to Animal Kingdom and Epcot.
Wonderful.
Yeah. So that'll be fun. All right. So what are you looking forward to? Anything?
Life sucks. I'm not looking forward to anything.
Nothing's coming out.
Nothing's really. If we're talking about movie-wise, really, yeah, nothing.
Wow.
If anything,
Black
there's
Panther.
just a bunch of movies I know I'm not going to watch.
Black Panther?
Black Panther's one of those movies that I know I'm not going to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Thor Ragnarok.
You know what people say to me with Black Panther?
What?
How do you know what's going on for Infinity War? What? What do you mean? How am I supposed to know? You want to know the secret? Black Panther finds an Infinity Stone. Whoa, plot twist. Oh, shit. Watch out, guys. Like, he finds the last one? Really? That's crazy. Like, really? Or even, what if he finds the gauntlet? Oh, shit. You know, it's just like good thinking there, Disney. Like, well, man, gotta go and see Black Panther. No,
yeah.
For me, there's like no.
I don't know. It looks interesting.
It does look interesting. There's some
there's
cool stuff with the movie.
There's a movie with Liam Neeson.
To see it.
There's a movie with Liam Neeson that just came out that I want to see.
The train one?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's like, I'd rather see Black Panther than that movie.
No, but it doesn't look awful. It doesn't look awful. Did you hear that Liam Neeson said he'd totally be Qui-Gon again?
Yeah. So
I think
did
that's
Ian
great.
McGregor, and he's currently like working out like hell now for a role, but he's being inconspicuous about. So.
Like he does everything.
Yeah.
Didn't Ian McGregor just actually like play Jesus in a movie?
I don't know.
I think he really just did.
That's interesting.
Which I think is hilarious.
I feel like just Disney can get anybody they want now.
Oh yeah.
They're just like they just throw money at
yeah.
people, and then they just show up.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mean, I
That's how it
realized
works.
this during the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, the last one.
Which was good.
Dead Man Tells No Tales, which is like the actual good one compared to the fourth one.
Yeah. It's still good. I would say it's my either second or third favorite movie actually in that franchise.
Oh, in that franchise, I was about to be like my second or third favorite movie of all time, and I'm like, Kaelan, you need to update that list.
No, my favorite's the first one. Second or third would either be the third or the fifth, and then the second, and then Stranger Tides.
Yeah, Stranger Tides is dead last, but it's not even the same planet as the other four.
I never had a problem with it, honestly.
Yeah, but it's not even in the same realm.
No, when it comes to quality.
Yeah. And it's not really asking for too much quality either. It's the same Disney magical bullshit.
I love Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
And I know it's Caribbean, like, normally, but, like, growing up on the commercials, they always said Caribbean. That's literally, like, I usually say Caribbean. Like, when I'm talking about a place.
Yeah, but when you're talking about the movie,
I always say Caribbean. Yes. No, literally. Yeah. It's so weird how, like, your brain works that way, but it does. So, yeah, I love that franchise so much. I wish there was more of it, but, yeah.
There's constantly more of it.
Yeah.
How did they even get these actors to come back in the fifth one? Is insane to me. Because in the third one, they were all so completely fucking done with the series.
Yeah, I mean, what's her name? Who plays Elizabeth? Keira Knightley?
Yep.
Yeah, she was only in it for like 2 seconds.
In the last one.
Yeah. And Orlando Bloom was only in it for like.
No, Orlando Bloom was in it a lot longer than she was.
A lot longer, but he was in it in like 3 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, but like 3 minutes to 5 seconds.
Yeah.
You know, like, well,
that ratio is weird.
weird.
I think they picked the perfect actor to be their son. He literally looked like what would happen if they had a kid. Yeah. When it came to like aesthetics.
He was okay too.
He was a good actor, yeah.
He was alright.
It wasn't amazing.
Yeah.
But it's Pirates of the Caribbean. So
should we talk about how Disney is like simultaneously getting a fuck ton of money and
I mean, like,
destroying stuff?
Is that really news?
I mean, I feel like that's what it's going towards. Like, they're just collecting fucking franchises like Pokemon. You know, it's just like
I choose you.
Like, they're just fucking collecting
20th Century Fox.
and just collecting them all right
Marvel.
now. Hulu.
Nintendo.
Fucking buy everything.
Jesus Christ.
Like, they are really just going after everybody right at this point.
I just don't think they care.
Disney?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's just like they know they're a monopoly and they're over here just like looking through this glass window that no one else can touch going, yeah. And that's Disney as a corporation. It's like, oh yeah, well, like, you can't touch this part of the universe because it's owned by yeah. Now it is.
Do you remember that thing? Do you remember your childhood?
When's the new X-Men movie coming out?
That's a good question.
What the fuck? I completely.
Isn't that Gambit? Or is that which X-Men are we?
New
talking
Mutants.
About? Oh, New Mutants.
Yeah.
I think that's been delayed. I think that's further now because they didn't want it to fight with other movies ever since they own that part of 20th Century Fox now. So.
Oh fuck. That's shitty. Ooh, Anya Taylor-Joy's gonna be in it though. She's the girl from Split.
Mm-hmm.
She's an amazing actress.
The white girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's good.
And she's very hot.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest.
How old is she? Like,
she's like 20, I think. 23, 20 something. She looks younger than she is.
No, I know. She looks a lot younger than
21.
how old she is.
She was just in another movie that came out recently. Some like crazy like premise movie type thing.
Yeah, I know. I saw the trailer for it. One has all the emotions. One doesn't.
No. It was a nonfiction movie.
Okay.
It was just crazy scenario type movie. Like, we got all this money type thing.
Okay, cool.
I don't know what it's called. But yeah, New Mutants is 2019. That's upsetting. It's also got the guy who plays Jonathan in Stranger Things.
Okay, cool.
Playing someone. I have no idea who. That sucks. I wish that was not delayed, to say the least.
I don't know. Disney has like figured out this point, especially when it comes to Star Wars and their marketing, where they can just go ahead and they're trying to like just push it out. Because it's like one of those things where it's like if they actually honestly cared about the product of the movie, maybe went through pre-pro a little longer.
Yeah. When's Infinity Wars Part 1 come out?
Infinity Wars Part 1 comes
July?
out this year in July.
July, okay. I wasn't sure. I knew it was a summer release, but I knew Black Panther was coming out, like, it's either out now or soon.
I want to see that movie, though.
What?
The Infinity War.
Well, duh.
I do want to see that.
Well, yeah, of course.
Like,
I haven't seen any Marvel movies since Doctor Strange.
really?
And that's my favorite Marvel movie. Like, literally, Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
But that's growing up, reading Doctor Strange and appreciating Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy.
Wow, I had that same thing, but it was for Green Lantern. I had a completely different experience than that one.
It's okay, because now he's a good Deadpool.
Yeah, because now the character that I don't care about has a good movie.
Is Deadpool 2 this year?
No, actually, yeah, it is this year.
That's a lot more than I thought, actually.
Now
I'm not too upset about New Mutants coming out in 2019.
There's so many movies coming out right now.
It's just not this
Disney
month.
related?
We're in just a gray period because it's like late January. No one wants to put out a movie in late January.
I don't know. Weirdly, there's like been good movies showing up early. Like, remember Get Out coming out last year?
That came out.
It did come out in like January, February.
Yeah,
that
February.
Year. Weirdly, I think good movies are starting to crack through during these months.
You're right.
Maybe that was just a anomaly, but
so did Split.
Yeah, so did Split.
Split and Get Out came out in like February.
I just think there's just some weird stuff going on in January now. Like, I don't think it's gonna be the bad movie month anymore.
I don't know. It's weird. It's just such a weird time, I guess, for movies.
Yeah. Because now, for some reason, like, summer movies are all about not. It's still the same thing that it was like in the 70s. It's like all popcorn flicks, get them while they're out, kind of shit. You know.
I suppose. I don't know. I think it's weird that Jurassic World is becoming a franchise.
Oh my god, that movie looks awful.
It really does look really bad. I wish I could argue with you.
It looks terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one looked terrible.
Did you see Steven Suptic?
Not the first Jurassic Park.
Did you hear Steven Suptic talk about that trailer?
No.
How Chris Pratt is running away from it's like a volcanic gas.
You're talking about Boys Only Club, right?
No. This was Sugar Pine 7 podcast.
Oh, okay. This is
Behind the Pine. Yeah.
Beyond the Pines, isn't it?
Beyond the Pine.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is like a long time ago, but apparently he got surrounded by this volcanic gas, and Steven was just like, if he's not dead, I'm walking out. He's like, that gas is supposed to be like 3,000 degrees. If Chris Pratt doesn't die in that scene, I'm done.
And he runs out, jumps into the lake. I'm done.
Yeah. No, like, he gets surrounded by it. He's like, if he didn't die right there, I'm... And I was just like, damn, he's right. Like, I did my like little research. I was like, he's correct. But did you have you started or seen the new Godzilla show on Netflix?
No.
It's animated.
I have not.
It's CG animation too.
Interesting.
It's weird. Looks okay. I might start watching it tonight.
Talking about Netflix, let's talk about End of the Fucking World.
Are we gonna start that now?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
So, what did you think of the show overall? Non-spoiler review, and then we'll get into spoilers.
Okay. I love it.
Yeah.
I love how I hate it and love it after time goes on.
Okay.
I mean, without spoiling anything, it's because it's not like she really changes, but I hated Alyssa at first. Like, I genuinely hated her character. I didn't like her. I thought she was just annoying. Mm-hmm. And then it kept growing on me and growing on me and growing on me. Because you have these two extremely, I would say, pessimistic people. Like, it's not like it's... But, I mean, it's...
They're both pretty, like, not good human beings.
Yeah, no. For different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
And those reasons have different reasons.
Alyssa and the male character's named is...
James. Yeah.
Yeah. I found both the characters to be really interesting.
I love how I got invested in characters that weren't supposed to be very important, like the cops.
Mm-hmm.
I like
the cops,
I like
too.
their characters.
Yeah.
Because like it's really
every character is important in that show.
Yes, it's textbook good cop bad cop,
Mm-hmm.
but like it's not just that. It's like personality.
I like
good
what
cop,
they do
bad
with
cop.
both of them. It's not like they are those character traits. It is literally they are who they are.
Yeah, which I thought was cool.
Like you just said that, but yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the pacing's great. I love how short it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, without spoiling anything, I really wish it didn't have a second season. I know it's going to.
It has to.
I would honestly like if it didn't.
If it just ended right then.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be great.
I would.
It's too bad it's not going to happen.
I know, but I would have been completely content with that being the completely end of the entire series. Because it's not long. It's 20 to 22 minute episodes.
Yeah.
You can get it all done in a night. Hell, I watched all of Stranger Things back to back.
16 minutes.
Yeah.
There's no
or
excuse.
18
minutes long.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
Yeah. I mean, Bailey and I watched the first 6 episodes last night, and we're finishing it tonight.
Of the end of the fucking world.
Yeah, because she hadn't seen it yet, and we're finishing it tonight while it's still there.
Well, if she watches this podcast before,
she won't. She won't.
Cool.
Yeah. Because that's tonight. She wouldn't even start editing until tomorrow.
Just don't watch it with her. We'll make her watch this first.
No. Fuck you.
All right, begin spoilers. Unload on Bailey.
Your show ruined just before your very eyes.
You don't even get to watch it. You have to put the clips in that we talk about.
Just like an angry fucking stepdad. He's like, hey, I was watching that. Oh, you were watching that? Well, guess what happens?
And you tell them everything that happens in the show. I watched this 5 years ago.
You're dead.
You dead.
You're dead.
Let's get into spoilers. All right, so.
No, you didn't say what you said. Non-spoiler.
Oh, for my non-spoiler?
I only talked
That
about.
was good.
Go on.
That was it.
No.
That's all I can say without going into spoilers.
No, it isn't.
Okay, fine. What I really like about the show is, like I said before, just the characters. Each character is important. The way that the show looked also, I thought was really interesting and good, nice.
Yeah, they did the whole. I think they shot with 24, and that's why it looked film-esque.
Yeah.
But like, they must have done the Stranger Things effect that I can't remember what they do, but they make the picture look older than it is, even though the show, and this isn't a spoiler, takes place in modern time.
Yeah.
But I kind of like that, like, it makes it feel like it doesn't, if that makes any sense. The entire time I'm forgetting the show takes place in, like, current year. You know what I mean? And I like that.
All right, they do something really smart in the first episode that I want to talk about now that I'm thinking about it.
All right.
Because in scripts, cell phones are just such a fucking huge problem.
Yeah.
Like, anytime you write anything, you go, why don't you just take a cell phone, call the police? Great fucking question. You know, because it's just a thing that's in everybody's pocket now. That's why people are so obsessed with writing things in the 80s and earlier on, because we don't have that modern technology to go through those things.
Yeah, but they just made it so the characters, like, that's who they are.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't spoiler. Like, this is first 5 minute. Like, we'll get there. We'll get there.
She smashes her phone.
Yeah,
because a girl comes up to her. And
it doesn't come up to her. They're just sitting down at the same table like we are.
And she texts her as she's sitting right over her. I'm like, why the fuck would you text me when literally we are staring at each other in the face?
And then she just takes her phone and smashes it because she's like, fuck this.
Yeah.
And then, of course, James is just
sitting there. And
the
she
kind
goes
of
straight to James.
the kind of guy to not have a phone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, I guess we will get into spoilers.
Spoilers.
Yeah. So, spoilers.
Yeah.
What do you have? Like, what stood out for you?
The murder scene.
The killing of the guy that we mentioned last time.
Yeah.
What about it?
I'm sorry. I need the reminder of the character's name once again. The male character,
James.
With James, I liked his development of him believing that he was a sociopath, and then he realizes that after murdering someone, he is not like that, and he's just been blocking his emotions. ever since he saw his mother kill herself.
Kill herself, yeah.
Yeah. So I just felt like that whole entire character was really interesting because I didn't expect that at all. I just thought throughout the entire series he's gonna continue to try to kill Alyssa.
And that happens actually. Like the murder takes place in episode 3.
Yeah, it's really early.
Yeah, and I didn't.
Episode 4 actually, isn't it?
3.
Okay.
Episode 4 starts with them burning his clothes.
Right.
And then explaining how they got there. I think the science behind, like, it really, like, it wasn't just we kill a guy, oh no, what are we gonna do? Like, they knew what to do. Like, they bleach and everything with the body, and just I like what you're saying though too. Like, he was planning on killing Alyssa for like all this time, and then once he actually killed the guy, in his mind and to Alyssa, like, you could tell he felt sorry for the guy. He kept saying like, oh, he was gonna hurt you, like, this isn't my fault. And then like that's when he realized that like he felt awful, even if that's why he kept trying to justify himself verbally. He was like, yeah, he was gonna hurt you, I did the right thing. And it's like, yeah, on paper, like retrospectively he did do the right thing.
Right.
Like if that were happening in another scenario, I would probably do the same thing. I would hesitate like he did. It wouldn't just be like a nah and just decapitate a motherfucker, but like he showed so much guilt, and I think that was his like wake up call as a character or as a human being. Because like right after that, like of course he went to the it was like some sort of police station, and he's like, I need to report a murder. He's like, yeah, my mom killed herself like 11 years ago. And yada yada. And I think it's just so powerful because I feel like if she had just killed herself, like it wouldn't have affected him as much. But the fact that he watched it happen, I think just makes it a lot worse for him.
Like where Alyssa comes from, where she like comes from like a really shitty stepfather.
Yeah.
And it's really obvious what's going on there. And what makes the police officers so great, especially I forget her name, but she's also in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
And hey, Bailey, put her name there in her picture. Thanks. So, with her character, I really like just how sympathetic she is with the kids, and she realizes that like these kids were not put into this situation in false causes, and like she's trying to seriously help these kids.
Everything is so real life about it. Like there's nothing fictorial about this entire thing.
I wouldn't say that, but I would say that it's like
no, because like
tone is definitely
no. I'm saying like nothing in it is really fake other than the car exploding. That's like the only truly fictitious thing. Everything else could happen, and all the consequences and all the way that people react to things is very real. Like if this were another show that wasn't like that, the cop would just be like, yeah, like if it were one tone, it would be, yeah, they did the right thing, you can go. Or if it were another tone, it would be like, sorry, like you have to do your time, like you did the wrong thing. But this is a character, like a person realizing that these two people had shitty lives, and they're coming in and being like, I understand you, like I get why you did this and I'm trying to help. Like going aside from like their duties as a police officer and just being a person. Like that's what I find just absolutely phenomenal. And of course, we were mentioning a non-spoiler without saying anything, but the season, I guess, ends on a cliffhanger of the cuts to black, and you hear a gunshot, and that's the end. While James is being chased by like 20 SWAT guys. Like I really just want that to be the end. I wish it could just fade to black, and you hear the gunshot, and it would just be like the end.
He dies. Done.
Yeah, I want him to die. Because right before that scene happens, he sees his life flashing before his eyes. He says like, I finally learned like what life is and how like it works, and I find that to be beautiful. And I would have loved it if it just ended there, because like he realized what living was, or how to live, like right before he died, like while it was just like all being consumed. But back to like Alyssa's living, like you said, like her family, or her mom and stepfather, pushed her out of her entire family life with having like 2 kids, like, and the way how her
twins.
Yeah, and like her stepdad's always just like, it's not my fucking kid, I shouldn't care, and just walks out. It's just like you can tell that like he like there's nothing they can do. And her mom obviously like wanted a new life and is trying so hard to like make it work. And it's just like really weird seeing how much of a robot she was.
Yeah.
It was very off-putting. But Alyssa's dad was a good character. He wasn't too crazy and he wasn't too normal. I like the middle ground that he was. Like he was obviously unstable. Like when he was leaving the significant other and his son that Alyssa didn't know about. And it's just like you can tell that like I think that was the tone that really set for like, hey, like I'm actually not saying this. Like I really don't give a shit, even if I say I do. Like he was actually like just like a sociopath, just like everyone else was. And then obviously he runs out, hits the dog and everything, and that was fucked. I got really sad when
Poor Doge.
yeah, when that happened. Yeah, but there's a lot about this series that I really enjoyed, and like we mentioned before, the community is kind of icky. Not necessarily bad, but icky.
Yeah.
The Rick and Morty effect, like I mentioned, and that you obviously got immediately, but
Yeah.
the whole I want to love this thing because I see the good in it, but other people see the wrong things about it, and that's why they like it.
You want to talk about the relationship between the police officers?
Yeah, I think it's interesting that because it doesn't become a problem ever.
Well, it is
But-
a problem.
No, but
between
like
those two characters.
like it gets to a point in the series when she all right, so first they're like they have a hookup obviously, and the African American character, I can't remember either of the cops' names,
Yeah.
but
Hey,
it's,
put the actress name, picture. There you go. Done.
she obviously just wants to forget about it,
Yeah.
doesn't like it. At first I thought maybe she just wasn't lesbian, and the other one, or I mean we don't know their sexual orientation, I'm assuming
Yeah.
that's what it is. I just thought that maybe she was just like, I don't like girls, that was a mistake, but I
Right.
liked seeing that it wasn't that, it's just she didn't like her like that. And obviously the other female cop, she comes in while the other's at dinner with a date, and I love how blunt and how real that moment is. She just goes, how old are you? Like, and the other girl's just baffled, and she's like, what is this about? And it's just like going crazy, and she's just like, you need to come now because like I have information.
Yeah.
I think it was interesting how the other cop left without saying anything to the other, to just try to figure it out herself. Because like I said, being a person rather than being a profile. Like you are you, you're not what you signed up to be, sort of thing. Which I really, really, really liked. The pedophile scene.
Mm-hmm.
It was coming.
As you can see, Kaelan really loves this show.
I'm a terrible person.
He really loves this show a little bit too much.
No. But I like how that happened. It wasn't like, it was still like really cringy and really awful, but like it could have been like way more graphic. But obviously he kind of just moved his hand and stuff like that. And James was just like, I'll just let things happen just because I don't care. And I like how it didn't end with her, with the guy trying to hurt her or trying to like stop her. She's just like, give me your fucking wallet. And it's just like, or I'm going to go to your house and tell her you're touching little fucking boys right in front of your fighting dog. And it's just like, it gets really real, and you can tell that like she's not messing around.
Yeah.
And so he does it. But I'm glad that scene didn't get violent, because I feel like if it did, it would have followed a cliche. Yeah. That's the main thing I love about this show. Despite like having the fan base it does, it avoids every single cliche in the genre that it's in. Like every single time you're like, that's about to happen, like something else does, and you're like, oh, okay. Like it's better that way. And that's what I love about it. And like you said, all the characters matter. What do you have to say, Matt?
Oh boy, I get to talk?
Yeah.
Okay. The things, like I said, the things I really like about the show is the individual characters. Really good scene in the show is when they lock this woman up in the gas station, and just how genuinely awful she is.
Oh yeah.
And her son just like not being.
I don't think
all
it's her son.
there.
It's not her son.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not her son.
Kid was not related.
I
to
think
her
I
at
looked
all.
it up. No, he was just a worker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either way, that was great.
His name was Frodo.
Yeah, Frodo.
I like how they were just like, "Is that your real name?" He's like, just like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Okay."
Yeah. So Frodo's great. He poor kid. He just had no clue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said though, like with cliches, like it would have been a cliche if he
they
was just
brought
like,
him along.
"Yeah, what are we doing, guys?" Like, yeah, if they would have brought him into the car and brought him with the journey, I like that's what I was expecting, but they just left him, and I was like, good. I was like, fucking good.
Frodo.
Frodo's a good lad, but he's gonna have to clean this mess up.
Yeah,
Oh
I think
my
I'm
God.
done with The End of the Fucking World. My review on that one is that it's a good show. Check it out. Kaelan literally went over everything, so we can move on.
Yep. I'm very passionate about that show.
I was just waiting for him to give me anything to talk about on that show. He just went over the entire thing.
What a pal.
Alright, so
No,
end of spoilers.
You talked about
on
Frodo.
that.
Yeah, it's end of spoilers.
End of spoilers.
So,
Yeah.
I've realized recently, talking about, I guess, video games now, that Siege got unbalanced.
You already said this. Yeah.
No?
Yeah. Okay.
And it's just like not the same game that I left, because there are new characters.
Wonderful.
And they do new things.
What kind of new things?
Well, one of them's got a phone, right? And when she presses the phone, all your cameras disappear.
Wonderful.
And she's got a she's got a semi-automatic rifle.
Okay.
That has no recoil.
Oh my God.
In a game
no
where,
recoil.
In a game where every headshot is a one-shot kill.
That's great.
Yeah.
I don't play this game.
No.
No.
You don't play much games.
No.
You know what's a game I actually played during Christmas break that I don't think I mentioned?
What?
Broforce. Have you ever heard of Broforce?
No.
Game's fucking amazing. It's like a 16-bit third-person Contra-ass fucking shooter where all of the characters are based off of action heroes.
Yeah.
Like, from movies.
No.
It's amazing.
I want to talk about Player One just really quickly. I
Ready
can't
Player One?
believe that Ready Player One has fucking like Tracer from Overwatch in there and has as many characters as it does.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I think it's just going to be Cameo the movie. But honestly,
Yeah.
I'm so okay with that.
No, but it's like Cameo the book.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it is. That's its gimmick. That's what you don't.
It's like Family Guy, right? Where they try to gimmick off of and take shit from everything, but they don't make a joke about it. And like, look, but nostalgia, things are in it. It's like me like deciding, hey, what do I need? You know, just throw more shit in there. That will bring them in.
My
And
friend,
keep throwing shit.
I think he described it better than anyone else I've heard. He calls it Gary's Mod the movie.
Gary's Mod movie.
Absolutely. And I 1,000%
That sounds
agree.
like a better movie. I mean, it sounds like a way better movie than Ready Player One.
I don't know. I enjoyed it. You know what a really good movie or book movie was?
What?
Ender's Game.
No,
How not so?
I don't like that movie.
How?
It's bad.
Nah.
It's a bad movie.
I disagree.
Well, you'll be over there and I'll be over here.
What didn't you like about it?
It was awful.
How so?
It was boring. I didn't care about anybody. I didn't fucking care. It was like watching Starship Troopers,
Oh.
right? But I gave a shit about the characters, but it was like, oh, you're going into a war that you started, but you've lied to people and say that other people have started it. Okay, cool. Wow, I don't give a fuck about any of you. I hope you all blow up in Ender 2.
Oh my god.
Like, oh my god, I don't care.
Did you know that the guy who played Ender was also the kid from the Boy in the Striped Pajamas?
That kid was terrible.
I know.
He was terrible in Ender's Game.
Yeah, I
He
know.
was so bad.
He was
even Harrison Ford
pretty
was
bad.
bad. No one was good in that movie. like oh, this is a
I
good
just
movie.
think like book compared to movie,
book
like
compared to movie.
no,
like,
I'm
the
saying
movie's
like
better than the
no,
book?
they're both equal. Like it did it justice.
Well, if they're both
The
equal,
book's not
I never want to even look
exciting.
at the book cover. Like I don't even want to see that.
Oh my god,
thing.
what's the name? Valeria? Not Valeria.
Valeria?
Is that what I'm thinking of? I don't know. It's
I hear someone talking about America downstairs.
CinemaSins did it used to be like a child's
Always looking this up. J.J. Abrams, fucking everywhere.
Valerian and the City of a Thousand Planets.
Fuck that movie.
Why?
It's bad too.
It was?
It's a bad movie.
I never saw it.
It was a comic book series.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
That's
read
a good
as a
comic
kid.
book series.
I read the kid series as a kid.
Terrible movie.
That sucks. I never saw it.
You keep naming movies that are
No, I'm just saying.
that
I
are
know.
all terrible.
I never saw that one, so I didn't know if it was good or not.
Bad.
That's why I was asking you.
I remember I watched that movie and I was like, well, first 15 minutes in, yeah, I wasted money.
You know what a good movie is?
What?
Lego Batman.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the new.
You win that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lego Ninjago yet, but it's not good. It's not good. So.
You went into that movie thinking it would be good?
Lego Ninjago?
Yeah.
It's
I mean,
indifferent.
do you hear
All these Lego-
do you hear the things that you say?
I mean,
I went to Lego
all right,
Ninjago,
with
and
the-
I was hoping it'd be good.
I was hoping
Lego
it'd be okay.
fucking Jago?
yeah.
That's a movie.
You have two other Lego movies that are good, and then you're just like, this one might be okay, you know?
That's like me going to see, Skull Incorporated and being like, I hope it's a good horror movie. Like, I heard that fucking Mark Marbo made it. Who's Mark Marbo? I don't know, but that's his
dude
name.
with the face.
The dude with the face. He's made other movies. They all are like 30% in Rotten Tomato. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be fucking great, guys. Just wait.
I mean, he somehow was associated with the Batman movie. I think he was a PA. I think he got someone's coffee. It has to be good.
Once. You got George Clooney's nipple coffee.
It's nipple coffee.
It's nipple coffee.
Did they use the Bat card?
What isn't that just Bruce Wayne's debit account? Do you think he walks in and it's just like, will it be cash or credit? It'll be Bat card.
Yeah, I think absolutely that's what
That's
happened.
ridiculous.
How much you wanna? You know, it'd be really funny if we learned this about George Clooney. What if he had a contract that he always had to use that card for 2 years? But when the movie came out, he was like,
But it's like an American
but
Express.
it was like, but it's an American Express, but he gets like $1 million from American Express. And even he went to American Express, was like, yeah, no, thanks.
Fuck that.
$1 million not worth it.
No, $1 million, but
No,
oh my god,
it's really bad.
I think that's where we're
I'm
gonna.
still not over Lego Ninjago.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
it's not good. It's okay.
Oh
It's a I don't get why it was a movie.
man, I can't wait to see Lego like fucking Thundercats. That's gonna be amazing.
I think there should be a Lego Star Wars movie.
No.
Yeah, no, I really do.
Well, do you think it would be in the style of Lego movies and how they've done Batman and Lego?
Yeah, how it's just everything. It's every era. It's every.
I feel like we're gonna like see too many of these and they're not gonna be special anymore.
No, that's where it's getting to. Ninjago was all there though. Like Batman had like Voldemort and stuff in it, and that was cool. So.
I think they need to be really careful what they do with these Lego movies.
Oh yeah, I don't know why they chose Ninjago. This one was obviously geared.
Well, Ninjago has been a franchise they've been working on,
But it's
since
been
like
downhill
Cartoon
for the
Network.
past 3 years.
Yeah,
It's not gone anywhere. That's why I don't understand why they just did that.
it's not it's not Cartoon Network's fault that they keep Ninjago on for fucking ever and cancel Young Justice. So.
But Young Justice is coming back on Netflix.
Cartoon Network, we sell toys, not good shows.
But Young Justice is coming back on Netflix.
Yeah.
So.
I take that back. They do sell good shows sometimes when they're selling the shows to Cartoon Network a little under budget.
Symbiotic Titan.
Yeah.
I missed
Symbiotic Titan looks good.
No, that's a very old show.
No, I know. I watched it. I'm saying it looks good. Yeah.
Like it's.
I haven't watched
It was good. That show hasn't aired since like 2010.
No, I'm saying
Yeah.
I've seen like
Okay.
stuff for it.
Yeah.
I've seen it, right? But I've only seen like a couple of things for it. But
It's
it
great.
looks good.
It was great,
Okay.
but it's one of those shows that was too edgy for a Cartoon Network. And
What was that one with the robot and there was a red car as a face on the hood? It was a really interesting show.
I know what you're talking about.
That was a cool show.
Yeah, it was.
Can't remember the
The
name
guy,
of it.
yeah, yes. And they were like different
Mhm.
mechs and stuff like that. I know what you're
Do you want
talking
to talk about how they've ruined Ben 10?
No. We don't
Why
even need
not?
to talk about that. Everyone already knows how they ruined Ben 10.
Hey, all right, so Bailey, I want you to go ahead. Do you see this table? Let's do a lineup. We have the original Ben 10. Here's all the different Ben 10s, right?
Yeah.
Here's who he is now.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, what have they done? How did he go from being an adult or to like teen, like 20-ish back to 10 years old and somehow has shittier powers?
Just the way to do it. I guess completely reboot.
And then, you know what? I actually want to go over, at least Japan's method of Ash Ketchum. Let's just have all the Ash Ketchums here. The same method as before. Wow, he's 10 throughout. Wow. Thanks, kid shows.
Yep. And
Actually,
I guess,
no. There's one Ash Ketchum over there that's 11.
What's that?
Did you know that? That Ash
Oh,
Ketchum,
yeah, he has a birthday in an
he
episode.
has a birthday in one episode.
Yeah.
Then he's back to being 10.
And that's where we're going to end today's episode.
All right, awesome.
Don't forget to follow the Twitters. We'll be back next week. Ask us questions. We will answer any question.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, seriously.
Like, at all. You want us to talk about something? We'll talk about it. Whatever it is. We'll be back next week.
See you later.
Bye. Good job, bud.
Thanks.